Hi everyone, this is part of my blog post in regard to using Home Concert Xtreme and getting MIDI files into it. I'm a big fan of Christopher Norton and all the music that he creates, and he's now got a website, ChristopherNortonMIDI.com. The files that he's produced on here are fantastic. They are exact replicas of the backing tracks that go along with all his micro jazz and American popular piano and connections, etc. So when you put it in Home Concert Xtreme, it sounds exactly like the backing track, except you've got all that great functionality of it following you and you being able to learn from it, all that kind of stuff. So I've gone to ChristopherNortonMIDI.com. There's other places on the web to find MIDI files, and I'll blog about that as well. I want to get some of his micro jazz, so I'll click on micro jazz, and I use the micro jazz collection 1, 2 and 3 with my kids all the time. So I'm going to actually buy this now, micro jazz collection 1. So you can see here it is, a complete collection. We can just go add to cart, and as I'm not going to buy anything else, I'll just go straight to the cart. I don't think that worked. We'll go show cart, and I'll check out. Fantastic. So you're here. Follow this link to view the order details is where you need to go to get your download. So here's your information and here's your download here. So we'll click on it. This opens the download window. I'm using Firefox. Yours will pop up whatever software you're using. I'll just go OK. And here are my files. So it's automatically downloaded all of these, which is just brilliant. So now we've got to work out how to get these onto the iPad so that Home Concert Xtreme can use them. So first things first, this is a RAR file, like a zip file. All of the files in this window are all zipped up, so we need to save them somewhere else where we can actually use them. So I'm going to click on the first one and click on the last one, holding down Shift so that I select them all. I'm going to right click, and we're going to extract to a folder, and I'm going to go and find here, hopefully we can find my Dropbox. Here it is. So I'll go into Dropbox. In Dropbox I've already got a MIDI downloads folder here, so I'll go new folder and we'll call this Micro Jazz 1. Done. So these are all going to be extracted to that folder, so let's go OK. Beautiful, nice and fast. Let's close all this and let's open my Dropbox now and make sure they're actually there. MIDI downloads, Micro Jazz 1, and there they all are. Great. So now we need to get them onto Home Concert Xtreme. So the best way I've found to do this is using this application called Disk Aid. So we double click Disk Aid. It tells me to plug in the iPod just using the white cable like usual. Sorry, the iPad. So I've plugged it in now. Okay, so you now need to click on Apps down the left hand side. Let's make this full screen. So down the left hand side you have a list of all the different apps that can accept files. So down here I'll click Home Concert Xtreme, or Home Concert it says, and you can see you've got the folders here. So you can use this to create folder. Now I've already created the folder Micro Jazz 1. I'll just show you though, we can easily create Micro Jazz 2 if I'd already downloaded it, and there it is. So I'll click on Micro Jazz 1. So this is where I want my MIDI files to turn up. So I'm going to make my screen a bit smaller, move it over to the left, and in Windows 7 it automatically resizes it. Here's my Dropbox. Let's move that over to the right. So now I can easily click over here. I can click Control A, will select all of these files, and I can just drag them straight across into Disk Aid, release, and there they all are. Get rid of Dropbox, and now you can see my Micro Jazz 1 folder has all of the Micro Jazz files in it. And that's all you have to do. Now you can close Disk Aid and unplug the iPad, and we'll continue the video, me showing you how that all works. Once you've uploaded your MIDI files from the laptop, so the ones that you've downloaded on the web from the laptop to the iPad using Disk Aid, they'll show up in Home Concert Xtreme, which I've got open here. So I'll show you quickly how I use it. Up the top left is your file open, and the folder we made, Microjazz 1, is here. So click on it, and then all those MIDI files are ready to go whenever you are. So let's click on Strutting, pretty common one for a lot of Australian kids to do. You can see I'm connected via USB to the keyboard, and I've selected through the settings here that both the input comes from the keyboard and the music goes out through the keyboard as well. So all we have to do is, let's put it on jam mode, and we press play. Cool, and I mean, there's lots to talk about in regard to Home Concert Xtreme, but most obvious there is that the backing track's probably a little bit too loud, so I'll pull back the volume of that. Let's keep on playing. So you can now hear the piano, which is good. So these MIDI files from Christopher Norton are just, fantastic. They're some of the best online that I've found. And if you're already teaching the Microjazz series or the Connection series or American Popular Piano, then all the backing tracks will work with Home Concert Xtreme, and all the kids I've used these with find them really, really fun. Good luck.